Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I thought I would do a bit of a bench update for the builds that I've currently got on the go. And the first one that I wanted to chat about was the Hellcat that I'm doing for the Fred Henry Appreciation GP. Now I haven't actually started anything on the model itself, but I did buy these paints to be able to do the two-tone blue on the fuselage, and obviously then the dark blue across the wings, and it also includes the insignia white for the underneath as well. So at least I've got the paints to get that done. Next one I'll show is the artillery group build entry that I'm doing. So a bit of an update on the artillery group build entry I'm doing, which is, as you know, the M7 Priest, and I'm doing it in British colours. This is again another Matchbox kit. And this one's fighting me a bit. I've already mentioned that the rear deck caused me some issues as it wouldn't sit properly within the recess of the sides. But the let me just grab a pointer. But this front plate was also giving me problems. What happened was, as per the instructions, I built the lower hull, put this front plate on, and then we got to put this front section of the actual vehicle on. Well, this wouldn't come down far enough to sit nicely on the sides there. What was happening was this front plate was blocking it. Now you can see that I got some white styrene here. The reason for that was I was trying to do some fettling to get it to fit, and it just wasn't having it. So what I had to do was take both these crescent pieces off that I'd put on and the front plate off. Then I put this on, made sure it sat flush with both sides, and then put the front plate back on, and then these crescent shapes back on. But of course, because I'd taken some plastic away, I'd left this gap, so I'm having to refill the gaps either side. So it has been a bit of a pain, to be honest. I've got the paints for this, and I'll just show you that set now. So as you can see, this is a MIG ammo set, and although it's the Cornter British camo set, I believe that the yellow within it, there's two yellows, the sand yellow and desert yellow, I think. The yellow within it is fine for the vehicles that were in Italy, and then it's got two browns as well, and one of the browns will be useful for building this particular kit. So that's the progress on that. So the final bit of bench work is the small scale group build that's being run by Sean and by Brian. As you know, I'm doing the 176 scale Land Rover, and the bottle there is like the Vallejo MIG ammo dropper bottles, just to give you an idea of the size of this particular Land Rover. So here's the Land Rover, guys, and the roof isn't attached as yet, so I can get in there and paint the interior. What I did on this build was, you can see that the rear is a clear plastic piece, and Airfix would have you fit that part to the rear of the Land Rover. But what I did was I fitted it to the rear of the roof and the sides, because I felt that would give me a squarer result, and it worked. It worked great. It goes on there really nicely, and when you put it on properly, there isn't a gap, so I'm really happy with that. So if you recall, the other build in that set was this Bedford Tanker. So the chassis all together. These parts are separate. I have left them so that I can paint them separately if necessary, which I probably will do. The cab is attached to the chassis, and what you get is a clear part that fits over the top of that. I'll just get it. So there's the cab with the clear part on. So that's going to be a bit of a pain to paint. Obviously all the roof is the solid green colour, and then they'll have to paint all the frameworks for the windows. Obviously the trick of using a dampened toothpick to go around the frames, should I go over the windows with paint to tidy things up. I'm going to continue to not use primer on my builds and just paint them at present to see how I get on. The Priest that I showed you previously, that's hasn't had any primer on. That's just several coats of the actual paint that's thin enough that it doesn't show the brush strokes. So that's basically it, guys. Quite a short videos, but at least you can see that I am still cracking on with the builds, and I am certainly enjoying the Land Rover and the Bedford. I will be happy when the M7 Priest is finished, because I think it'll look nice in the two-tone camo, the British camo, and with the decals on. So yeah, I will look forward to that end result. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.